AOC. People love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for, who are meeting the moment with the same energy that
they're not asking for AOC.
Yes, they are.
The people you party with
No. The people I party with don't like AOC.
Oh, please.
No, they don't at all.
Well, most people don't. But she's
AOC,
very far left.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that.
Is this. When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm black. Charlie looked at me like I was crazy.
Person Crockett is part of the new trend where informality is okay, where formality used to reign. Okay, fine. That's been going.
A podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, man, dude, this shit is whacked and fuck it. Just slap me. I'm fucking over it. I mean, come on.
Bill Maher shreds Jasmine Crockett. Style over substance. Bill Maher just put Jasmine Crockett on blast, mocking her as more of a TikTok influencer than a serious lawmaker. In his latest interview, he didn't mince words, calling out what many already suspect. Democrats are handing the spotlight to the wrong voices. Maher argued that prioritizing theatrics over intellect is sinking the party fast. And this wasn't just a passing jab, he broke it down, making the case that figures like Crockett and AOC thrive on performance, not policy. Let's dive into his full takedown and what it really means.
Gonna have trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces, in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day. And you're doing it in your legislation, you're doing it in your messaging, you're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country even greater than they've ever been. So don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
And this woman, she's not holding back. She's calling out Jasmine Crockett head-on, delivering the hard truth without a single filter. No fluff, no dodging, just straight facts, clear and confident. But buckle up, because the moment Crockett fires back, she does what she does best, cranks up the drama, deflects blame, and completely sidesteps the real issue.
We got there because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or
Do not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those emails
I have broken
actually
more glass
have.
ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I
will.
am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order.
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
No, point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she wants to take it outside with.
Hey, I have the First Amendment right too.
And so I'd like those words to be taken down. I am moving to have those words taken down. I believe it's against the rules.
Going outside doesn't incite violence.
Another
you have a conversation that isn't.
The committee will suspend. The member will state the words he wishes taken down.
This is exactly how a 40-year-old woman sounds when she mistakes noise for leadership. And honestly, it's embarrassing. If Democrats keep steering down this road, they're not just hurting their party, they're dragging the whole country with them. And after watching that disaster unfold, let's check in on Don Lemon. Trust me, he never stood a chance. When Bill Maher hit him with the cold, hard truth, it was lights out. Completely wrecked.
AOC. People love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for, who are meeting the moment with the same energy that
they're not asking for AOC.
Yes, they are.
The people you party with
No. The people I party with don't like AOC.
Oh, please.
No, they don't at all.
Well, most people don't.
But
she's
AOC,
very far left.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because because people will vote for AOC and Donald Trump on the same ticket. Because they're authentic. No, because they're authentic.
I don't think that Don.
I think you're wrong about that.
What people like about people like Trump and Fetterman is because it's irrelevant to her life.
But you don't know her life.
I know that being a gorgeous woman who I wouldn't even know was Hispanic in a city that has 1 million Hispanics and does not treat them badly.
But that doesn't mean she doesn't struggle. That doesn't mean that she was set down.
It implies it.
But that doesn't mean that she was set down in a Hispanic ghetto in the Bronx and had to deal with that growing up, and that she's come from a working class family.
It implies that it implies that in some way she's behind the 8 ball because of that, and it's just not true. And so
I don't know if she's behind the 8 ball, but I don't think she's as privileged as many people who are in Congress right now.
Is that privileged or not? She was a bartender.
Yeah,
So I was a delivery boy.
But I'm saying sometimes, Bill, you don't agree with Donald Trump's policies.
No,
but that's what the people want.
Some of them,
whether you like her or not. I don't like what she did with Amazon in New York. But I think AOC she's a Democratic icon.
Well, she's the wrong. If you think that's the direction the country, the Democratic.
I'm not saying the policies that she espouses that's the direction, but I'm saying that you have to give the people who are out front speaking for the party, not the people who are.
If you think
she's evolving,
yeah, she's evolving,
and
as we all are,
and she is moving into
right.
She understands the game a little bit more. And if you notice, she is sort of becoming a sort of normal kind of Democrat in many ways.
Yes.
I think she's
okay, great.
She's a very smart tactic. She's
great.
very smart.
Let's get behind that. Another one.
Don Lemon might just be the most out-of-touch personality CNN has ever put on air. He ignores facts, blindly props up these so-called great leaders, and proves just how far the Democrats have lost their way. It's like they've learned absolutely nothing. And let's be real. Even those in Jasmine Crockett's own circle don't want these clowns running the show. They just haven't said it out loud yet.
What we have right now is that if we continue down this road, then we will not have a rule of law, because we have people that are currently serving and they're saying things like, ignore the judge's order. What it means to have law and order in this country is that you follow the order and you go through the appeals process, even if you dislike what the judge did. Thank you. And
I'm going to note that when Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC as we know her, filed articles of impeachment on Justice Thomas and Alito, Ms. Crockett was one of the co-sponsors, along with Mr. Cohen, both members of this committee. It does seem interesting that when the shoe is on the other foot, everyone is self-righteous.
Wow.
And I think this is a good example. For the last 3 hours, I have had to listen to one side talking about impeachment as though it was the nature of this hearing. It is.
Yes, we're exhausted. Tired of the left's same recycled agenda, piling on chaos instead of delivering real solutions. Enough is enough. Just listen to how this man dismantled Don Lemon after Bill Maher called out Jasmine Crockett. His response wasn't just honest, it was brutal, sharp, and exactly what needed to be said. Just a reminder, this is all a desperate attempt to win over young voters. But guess what? Gen Z isn't falling for it. Why? Because every single one of these so-called leaders is missing something basic yet crucial: common sense.